Okay, so here's what we have. 47 weddings this weekend, a whole bunch of birthday cakes, a whole bunch of pastries, and on top of all that, we have the Children's Hospital Sugar Plum Ball. It's a local fundraiser here in New Orleans. They're expecting like 800 people, and we're one of the major sponsors. On top of that, this year they're honoring my dad for all the years that he's contributed to the ball.
My daughter came down with bacterial meningitis when she was about 4 years old, and we rushed her to Children's, and that's when we got to see the inner workings of Children's Hospital, and that was over 30 years ago. My daughter is now OT at West Jefferson Hospital. After we saw the inner workings, we've supported Children's Hospital ever since.
All the money for the Sugar Plum Ball this year goes to help fund their new helicopter. So we're making a three-dimensional helicopter cake. It's a horse racing theme. It's going to be out at the fairgrounds. So we're going to make a huge board that looks like the racetrack with the helicopter on the infield, along with enough pastry to serve 800 people. Make sure that when you do the tail rotor, because it might thin that out too.
No, it's not. It's good right there. I would accept that.
My dad, when he was in the Marine Corps, was helicopter crew chief. He loves everything about helicopters. So the helicopter project it's got to be perfect. It's got to be exact, or he's not going to be happy with it.
I'll handle the rotor. Y'all can start working in the helicopter.
All right.
I know this is my dad's baby. I know he bought some different equipment that he wants to use for like modeling on his cake. Dave has done a lot of the novelties in the past. My dad has not been as heavily involved, but I know with this one, this thing is going to have to be set up perfect.
We're going to have our work cut out for us on this because it's going to have to look exact right down to the way it's painted in the whole 9 yards.
The helicopter is highly important, and I know it's my dad's baby of the week, but we've got other cakes to be done. We've got 50-plus wedding cakes. We've got birthday cakes. We've got shower cakes. We've got confirmation cakes. We've got first communion cake. We've got a lot of cakes.
We had a guy that came in to do his wedding cake and his groom's cake. Loves his motorbike, maybe a Harley guy, and he just wanted us to recreate his helmet that he loves so much. Painting the flames, just kind of airbrushing it like you would a real helmet, so it's going to be fun trying to figure out how all these motorbike guys do that.
Lauren is learning as she goes on this cake, and I'm just trying to figure out if she's going to get it together.
I originally was going to cut out a flame stencil, kind of like they do on the real motorbikes, and that failed miserably. So now I'm going to just hand airbrush each flame really lightly and just kind of layer and layer until I get the look of that helmet.
The main reason we didn't make it all out of cake is the bottom of the helicopter would not be cake to start with. The top of the helicopter would be the only cake, and we had so much cake there that there was no sense of us even making that helicopter out of cake. If I wanted this helicopter to fly, we could actually make it fly.
You're not doing the helicopter?
Oh, after he's done carving.
I thought you and Lauren were going to do the helicopter.
I thought we were too. It did push the amount of time that we were going to have to play with it to get it all finished into a much narrower time frame.
Dave's extremely laid back. I mean, ever since we were growing up, Dave's always been laid back. Me, I like to know how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, exactly how the project's going to go. You're out the project?
No, not till he's done.
Probably a wise thing to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad he's working on it and not me.
While I was waiting for my dad to finish up with the helicopter, I knew we had that helmet cake that Lauren was working on. So I went over there to check on her, and it seemed like she was doing it opposite the way I would have done it. So you're just going to lay black fondant in between the flames, is what you're saying?
I'm gonna cut this stencil out and just lay that right over the whole thing. It's not my first cake, and they just need to let me. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna figure it out eventually.
I mean, that'd be a pain to try and fit fondant all up in. But that's your baby, though. I'll let you.
Although Dave has been in this business for long enough, I know what I'm doing. So if he can just let me do this, I'll figure it out myself.
It actually sits lower than the rotor blades. Two logos that go on the tail rotor. That's going to be where the rotor head and all sticks in.
We know it's got to be perfect, but come on, we gotta move along here. We gotta keep rolling. What are your plans for attaching it to the pole? Do you want to get one of those screw-in pieces with the pipe?
We're going to go in the back and get that clear plastic PVCs in the back.
We retired those several years ago. They had a tendency to get cracked and broken, so I thought I'd thrown them all away.
The ones we use for the wedding cakes in the back that we got upstairs,
I don't know if we have any of those left.
we got some somewhere. I guarantee I can find one.
I still don't understand what he's talking about, this clear plastic too. I don't think he realizes how heavy this thing's gonna be. I know the stands he's talking about. Here's one. Right here in the middle. But I don't know if that's gonna support the weight. Needs to be cleaned too.
Even during hurricane season, we have 10 to 20 cakes full of fondant. Making a LSU tiger. He's gonna be eating a Florida gator, and he's gonna be holding an Alabama flag in his mouth. This is the South.
Do the display in two sections. It's not gonna be able to overlap like that.
When you're doing a cake with this much detail, you've got to have a plan. Dave really doesn't put a plan together. He has a plan maybe in his head, but he doesn't share it with anybody. So the problem is when it comes time to start working on the cake, it's really hard for anybody to help because we don't know what he's doing. Is it just going to be helicopter, or are we going to do some?
We're gonna have the oval of the racetrack going all the way around with the infield as the
Sometimes I think he doesn't know what he's doing. Y'all know this event is Friday night, huh, Dad?
Oh, this Friday?
This Friday.
Wouldn't want a plastic surgeon trying to sew your cheek back up in a hurry, would you?
Better get moving on this.
We ain't covering this fucker till it's ready.
if it was anything other than a helicopter, he'd be done with it.
Still carving the helicopter. I don't know if we're gonna finish it.
I'm not trying to be a ASS, but I'm letting you know. Everybody can't be perfect like me. Do it proud.
I finally get to work on it.
Do it proud now. It's mine, my baby. It's in your hand.
I never thought I'd get this thing today, though. It's about time. Basically, it's edible Play-Doh. It's a lot of fun to work with, but it does have a tendency to be temperamental, especially here in New Orleans. High humidity, high heat are not friends of fondant. If you roll it out too thick and too heavy, it's going to weight the cake and have a tendency to crack and break off. If you roll it out too thin, it can tear. So with the helicopter, I rolled what I thought was a nice thickness, and I guess that didn't work when I did it.
Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. Just kind of trying to make the flame stand out a little bit more before I put the top coat on. Hopefully I'll make him happy on his wedding day.
The helicopter was set up overnight. It got nice and it's ready for painting. As luck would have it, we got 5 more orders for some fondant cakes. So Lauren's got to get that done before painting the helicopter.
Never ends.
But last night, the motorcycle helmet,
The cursed motorbike helmet had a big bubble coming out the side.
it's got a big crack across the back.
Never know with fondant with this weather. It's really gross and rainy outside, so it just kind of exploded from the humidity.
So we got to redo the motorcycle helmet, so I'm going to hurry up and redo the helmet. Who says bacon isn't brain surgery, huh?
2 days into the helmet. We have all these other cakes, and we're still working on the helmet. I hope you don't waste your day doing this.
If we would have done it right in the first place, we wouldn't have it.
We've got a lot of cakes, dude.
This is a fresh bucket of black fondant. It's much easier to roll, so this will be perfect for the fixing of the helmet.
You gotta be kidding me.
Have to try it again.
Sometimes you're spending 2 or 3 days working on a cake like this. And this is why you have to charge what you have to charge, because there's times Lauren and Dave can't get their stuff together.
So Dave took the helmet from me, figured he could do a better job. Ryan just started being Ryan, so I figured I would just get away and start doing the LSU cake. I told you I knew what I was doing.
Here's the real helmet. Here's the cake. Gotta let this dry, and then we're gonna go over it with a little black airbrush. Sometimes it's a little tough to admit that Maybe Dave knows what he's talking about after all, but hey, it's the learning curve.
Surrender flag for when it's my turn to start fixing the cake for you. Just gotta just wave it.
Touche.
Let me know. So I got the LSU cake done. The helmet cake was now Dave's project.
As soon as I finish your mistake, I'm gonna start on the fairgrounds.
So I made the mistake of asking what else there was to be done, and the fairgrounds project was up next.
Okay, is she doing the helicopter from start to finish?
To the end.
So it's her baby.
It's
Okay,
hers.
well, when were you going to tell her this was her baby? It's 11
I told her
o'clock.
about an hour ago.
Huh?
She was playing around with that other stuff.
The helicopter, my observation was finished for an hour. We just lost an hour on
The only
this.
thing you gotta do is
Is somebody going to paint the helicopter? Come on, man. Let's get rolling.
Are these necessary? Is this thing
they are necessary. You carry that, I've got the bird. All right, enjoy. We give Lauren a hard time, kind of like we give everybody a hard time. She does do a great job for us. If we didn't trust her, we wouldn't have let her do it. It's one of those things.
So this is Mr. Dave's baby, and the pressure is now on because it's now in my hands. So I gotta make him proud. Can't let him down here. Nervous.
With most of our 3D novelty cakes, and including the fairgrounds cake, we use our almond pound cake. You know, here in New Orleans, there's one cake, almond pound cake. That's what everybody loves.
With food coloring, sometimes you get streaks, runs. There's all kind of problems you can have when you're trying to use food coloring.
Almond cake is perfect for shaping, and we use just a little bit of buttercream to make everything stick together. And of course, it's going to taste good too.
It's not coming out, I mean, it's food coloring. Food coloring's not paint. So it's not coming out the exact color, and it's coming out streaky. But I'm gonna try and put a couple layer over layer and get rid of these streaks and hopefully make it a little more of a bright blue. But it's kind of an experiment at this point. So Mr. Dave's been looking over my shoulder the whole time, watching this helicopter. I wanted him to take a look at it. I knew it was his baby. And he looked pissed.
Don't let nobody touch that.
All right.
It had me a little upset that it was too dark. It almost looked like something that belonged on a race car at the time.
I don't care what you do. I want it the right color. That's not the right color. There was no way we had time to take all the fondant off, redo it, and start repainting it. We have something called luster dust that you can mix and spray. We added a little bit of white food coloring to it, and it was just enough to tone down the blue, and it actually looked like the exact color of the helicopter.
Well, that's the color of the helicopter.
Right. So she's going to finish painting it and then spray it with the white pearl.
Now I have to pearl luster the whole thing to get it to that lighter blue color. And hopefully that'll make Mr. Dave happy.
What about the windows and all? You got to put all these windows and
That's all
stuff.
going on after. I'm gonna let this dry, paint it with the white, let that dry, paint it with the pearl airbrush, and then put all the windows and the little gadgets and all on. This mistake that I made with the color, thought it was gonna be the end of me.
You got to put the patience in it. This thing might rob me to killing somebody here. We put them in the helicopter. Human's error. I mean, you know, and it'll happen in any business. It don't just happen in ours. Oh, I got to get busy painting rotor blades and stuff. I thought
So Mr. Dave was just joking with me after everything, after all the pressure. And then he starts rambling about all these parts on this helicopter. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what the hell a rotor blade is, a mechanism, or any of that. So just paint it and bring it to me. And now we wait.
I really needed to get the fairgrounds cake done. You know, my dad came over and he's looking at the fairgrounds. It's obvious it's the fairgrounds, but
what are you building? A little doghouse or something? What is that? Fairgrounds.
and then he's talking about upper decks and all this.
Well, what about the overhang for the second deck?
Well, there's some things that, in a little bitty model,
I should have done that for you too.
they only have 2 days.
And it could have been thought a little bit better, so I bust their chops a little bit with that.
I think it came out real nice. So on the fairgrounds cake, the track, I wanted to do it in brown sugar. You have any brown sugar fresher than this?
Yeah, but I mean, if you open a whole bag, it's gonna go to waste. I mean, a bag of brown sugar is $38. We're gonna open a whole bag for a little sprinkling? Come on, man. Just break it up. Or you could color some brown sugar. Just granulated sugar and just color it brown.
The brown sugar looks like good dirt.
He doesn't like anybody to upset the apple cart and take some of his stuff. So
Lauren should be back on the helicopter hopefully in about 20 minutes. It should be dry enough for her to airbrush.
I keep forgetting about the helicopter.
The windows and the lettering. It should be good.
Yeah, that'll probably take all day.
It probably will.
Still not done.
What about the pastries?
We'll be ready to go. I know my side's gonna be done. I'm worried about y'all's side.
I'm not worried in the least.
So we got this little Cricut cake machine, and it's supposed to basically cut out figures, kind of like a little tiny laser almost thing. I'm gonna try and cut out this font here, so that way I don't have to hand carve it for a few hours.
She was talking about using the Cricut machine to cut out the actual text.
The key to making it look nice is the artwork.
This little machine can be frustrating, but it's worth it in the end if you can figure it out. I hate the Cricut. I hate it. It's this $500 machine that's supposed to cut out all these little intricate shapes out of fondant. Problem is, fondant gets gummy after a while, even if you freeze it, and all the things it says to do with it. And you just can't get it off the paper once you cut it out. So it's always a fail every time. Looks like I'm hand carving them. I can do fleur-de-lis, I can cut out certain letters, but just this particular letter was so small. For me to do it and the time it took me to do it, not worth it with 20 other cakes that had to be done.
Today's the big day of the event. We've got the cake we're working on, the helicopter is coming together, windows going on, some of the finishing touches. On my end, we're still running some cake that we need for tomorrow. We're running the puff pastry. We've got eclairs, cream puffs, shoe soles, Prussians, scones, Russian cake squares. Basically an assortment of every item that we sell out front is going to be at this event tonight. Today's Friday. We got to try and get all these cakes out of here. Dave is out delivering right now. We've got 2 trucks running.
we only have 2 delivery trucks. I'm downtown usually for a 2-hour time frame, and the Natchez was going to be nice enough to let us deliver that cake early because it wasn't until later in the afternoon. And
Well, supposed to deliver to the Natchez, but I guess I am a little late because it is sailing away right now. We've got 2 cakes supposed to be going on it for an event this afternoon. They were going to let us deliver it early, but it's like I missed the boat by about 10 minutes. It's going to make for a hectic afternoon trying to get all this stuff delivered and then get to the sugar plum ball on time. Man.
Coming up on Piece of Cake,
You hate to say every week I told you so. So that's just when I kind of flip in the kitchen Nazi and just start telling everybody, let's roll, let's roll. Just get it done.
Yeah, get
okay?
it done.
Come on, man.
Damn, we missed it by just about 10 minutes. We missed the boat this morning. I went back down there, barely made it this time around. While I was there, the Riverview room called me, and that's the problem with this cake. They said there's some red in the fleur-de-lis. This bride's really particular. We want to make sure it's right. We need to pop them off.
Okay. But I didn't do the cake.
Don't pass the buck again. Who did this one?
Excuse me. Who did this cake?
Christiana, right there on the bottom of the ticket. Please, whatever you do, make sure my cake is 100%. And it's not. We got to pop those 4
I didn't even
fleur-de-lis
see
off.
that. But she said it was Chrissy. That's why I said it was her.
She said, just get it done.
Yeah, get it done.
Come on, man. The key when you have this volume of business, which is a good problem, you have to keep everyone focused.
Yes.
Where's the extra boxes we have?
I used them.
You used them.
I did. I'm sorry. I used them.
You know, usually I ask everybody when you open the last box to let me know. Every little detail is highly important, you know, and with any of those little links missing, you can ruin an event. Hopefully I can get some of these from the supplier. What are we going to do if we can't get them? We have 1,200 items to come. So I'm disappointed.
You want me to cry now or what?
she knew that she was running low on those, and then should have told Ryan, and then she throws the blame at me. Of course, Ryan's going to take any chance he gets to throw a little zinger my way.
You might have told him, but you didn't tell me you were out of cups.
you were out of cups.
Now I believe you probably told Dave.
No.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Well, but now you gotta
Step back, because the light
You
is
gotta
coming.
get him.
The lightning's
The
not
lightning's
get
not
me.
coming.
Yeah, you didn't tell me you were out of cups. If you
I go
told
to
me you were out of
church
cups.
every Sunday.
Dad, we need cocktail cups.
You need
We're out of
some
cocktail-
church.
They're fussing at me, Miss Dave, on camera.
What, the small one?
We out of
Yeah,
cocktail
the
cups,
small
yeah.
ones.
All the cups.
And I-
Ryan and I probably have a similar management skill, for better or worse.
Alright, so the helicopter's done, and it's a big relief, and it came out all right, so.
Just like a real bird, man. I built it to detail.
The end result of the helicopter, once they toned down the colors and stuff, the end result, the helicopter looked beautiful.
Everybody wonders why, on the 9th hour I'm yelling and screaming, and it's because, at some point somebody's got to be, hey, it's time, let's roll, let's get this done. We're running out of time. Let's go, let's talk more work, let's go. Let's go. You hate to say every week I told you so. So that's just when I kind of flip into kitchen Nazi and just start telling everybody, let's roll, let's get moving. When Dave drinks a little too much, he might just grab something off the table and not know what he's eating. So I went ahead and snuck a little blueberry muffin in there. He's highly allergic to blueberries.
If there's a security guard, tell him that at the risk of his own life, if anybody touches that helicopter, I'll come hunting for him.
Oh, y'all did such a great job. Everybody's gonna love it.
We're here.
The helicopter finally came together, and I know my dad's proud of it. I'm just happy it's over with.
The Haydale family has supported the hospital for a number of years.
They're generous to the children, to the hospital, supporting us in every way, and it's our honor to honor them tonight.
We're honoring David Haydale, a longtime friend of Children's Hospital.
I was honored to be asked to be the honoree this year because, I guess, of our support over the past.
This is fantastic for my dad. We've been a contributor to Children's Hospital ever since my sister was sick. For him to get this award tonight, it's the culmination of everything that we've been doing for them for years, and it really means a lot for him. And I know he's really excited about it, and that's why he had this ambition about the helicopter and making sure it was perfect, and making sure everything that went out here tonight was perfect, because they're really honoring him tonight.